Hey everyone, welcome back to Musta's project. Here we have another E30, and I know you guys have been waiting for the E30 content, so this is what I brought to you guys. There's no motor in currently, the motor is out. It is a 325. Look how neat this body looks. Don't mind the dirt and the dust. Look how messy this car looks inside. But check the miles, man. Check the kilometers on the clock. It's 184,000 on the clock. Original kilometers on the clock. Miles or whatever, I don't know what it's called. It's automatic when I convert it to manual. What did this guy do, man? How can you do this to a 3 to 5, bruh? Bootlet is a bit rusted, but this car is actually decent for what it is. You guys can see there, it is a 3 to 5i, 4-door. And the color is ice white, which we are going to make it again ice white. So yeah, I'm just giving it a little bit of a vacuum right there, trying to get rid of all the mess, or somewhat of it. Check all the stuff that was in the car. Like how, man? Why would you do that, man? Okay, so this right here is a M50 front bowl sump that you put on for the conversion for the E30. This is the RIC thing. There's a pickup as well. But what we're going to do is we're going to swap this out for a gearbox, which we really need. I know this is pricey and whatever, and a lot of guys are going to say, why would you do that? But we don't need this. So yeah, we need a gearbox. We're going to go with this vehicle. Just go get it real quick. Okay guys, so here's the gearbox. This is a Getrag 260, I believe. Let's just check where is that code. This is a Getrag. I think I'm gonna take it out because there you guys can see it's a 260 Getrag. 5-speed, of course. So now that the car is at my place, I can give you guys a bit of visual on what the car looks like. 325i, my guys. Look how straight the stone tray is. The valence rather. It's just here. But that can be pulled out with a pliers or something. Other than that, this thing is straight. This is original spots as glass. Not sure if that's the original lights, because correct me if I'm wrong, the 325i comes with the smiley lights, and I think this is the 320 lights. I'm not 100% sure. But this car is straight. It hasn't been resprayed before. I think the previous owner has tried to do some body work on the this fender is rusted out here, just that spot, but we will be replacing the whole fender. I'm just doing what the owner wants. But as you guys can see, this car is nice. The lining up, it's not perfect, but it's decent. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of adjustments here and there. You can see the bootlet, but here is a replacement right here. There's a replacement fender. Is a dent there. I'm gonna knock that out. But if you look on the other side, no rust whatsoever. That's a sandy. No rust. Same with the bootlet. Okay, yeah. That's because there was a rubber fin on, and obviously, you know, moisture and all that. But if you look on the inside, nothing. Like perfect. I'm gonna show you now what it looks on the other bootlet. So you guys can see how this thing is done for. So yeah, so at least there is a replacement. This car is actually very nice. It's just has been neglected. But yeah, it's nothing that we can't solve. And you know the usual rust spots over here, same as on the other side. But overall, it's pretty nice. It's only a rust spot here on this door. As you guys just saw the previous footage, cleaned it out somewhat. The dash isn't that bad. It's like a few cracks, minor cracks on here, but it's not that bad. Like my dashboard is like bad. So yeah, it's the best we can do thus far. We will be giving it again maybe a proper clean, or I don't know if it's gonna redo the seats. Not 100% sure yet. Yeah, but for now, I'm just going to replace that fender. Replace the bootlet. Get this car stripped down. Start working on it. Probably do that stripping and stuff off camera. So check you guys in a bit. Right you guys, as you guys can see, majority of the things are now stripped. I just pulled that out with the pliers, that dent that was that I showed you guys there earlier on. Fender is on loosely. It needs to come again off because, look, I'll show you when I take it off. There's like a rust behind here. Something you guys can see. Okay, maybe you can. There's like a part that's rusted there. Hopefully you can see that there. So I want to solve that because I don't want it to get affected on the fender. Then remove the front screen because it doesn't look like there's any signs of rust here. The either even, let me just open this quick. The either ever rust over here in the channel. That needs to be sorted. Then this rust over here. That I mentioned already. And got another surprise actually, unexpected surprise. More rust. And this is not a common rust spot on the E30, but I think this is due to the bootlet, that rust that was there on the bootlet, and it affected this section over here, unfortunately. Here's the rust here, but the screen is out. Armin removed it, shout out to Armin. Yeah, as well as that side. And then here, as I've mentioned, this is the common problems, obviously. And then that one there, that's it. It's all rust on this car. So yeah, let me know if you guys like this style of filming or content rather, where I just show you guys snippets, or do you guys want to see like the entire process, like a series, like I did previously? Let me know. Okay, so what I'm busy with now is I'm busy rolling the arches. I already did this side. I took like a 5mm off, and then I just knocked it with a hammer. Hopefully you can see that. It's a lot easier this way, where you cut a piece off and then knock it. Oh. So I just did it from that end and that end there, because I still want this to look original, and obviously I'm gonna have to still cut it out. So I want this section to be original, so if the mud flaps is on, it will work. So this is just for the wheel, for a wider wheel. I'll show you guys on the other side, then we can do that together. See, it's a lot thicker on the side. I think it's like a 10mm, so I took a 5mm off. Okay, so now what you want to do is you just use a hand broom, get rid of all that dust, because if you knock on there, it will fall. It could potentially fall in your eyes, and you don't want that. On that note, to wear protective gear, preferably some gloves if you have, but wear your goggles, important, very important. So I'm just gonna dust it off right now, and then I'll knock it back, sandwich it rather. just like that, the arch is now rolled. Apologies that I couldn't film because it's awkward to get a proper angle from here underneath. But yeah, you just knock it all the way around, flat against the sheet here, and then your arch is rolled. There will be no sharp edges. Should be good to go. I won't recommend doing this if your car is already painted, because you will damage the paint on the outside. So if your car is already painted, rather take it to someone that does arch rolling. They like have a device on you, and what they do is they just roll it out, massage it till it's to your desired spec or whatever. But yeah, this is my getaway. So as you guys can see, I just cut out a piece of section right there, and I used a piece of metal sheet and I just molded according to the shape. And so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna tack it in place and then weld it all around. So yeah, let's go. As you guys can see here, I just grinded it somewhat clean to see the damage. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna use this old sheet of calendar because it's malleable. I'll show you on camera. I already did the other side. And this is the result thus far. So I will be putting epoxy primer over here, and then I'll be doing the fuller work. So I find that this is the easiest method for me to use, is to make a template using a sheet of calendar, old sheet of calendar, because it is flexible, it is malleable, and what I do is I just shape it according to original shape. As you guys can see there, I just do my folds, get it to the desired shape, and then I just cut it out, put it over onto a piece of metal sheet, and yeah, that's how I go about. Basically just like that, you just have to get your angles right. I'm just going to shape that right now. Then what you want to do is you want to transfer this over to a piece of metal. The lines will be there, you just have to draw it out and then just weld it in just like that. So as you guys know, this is an automatic vehicle, but we need to convert it to manual. So this is the bracket for the clutch fluid potty thingy. So I'm just gonna weld this on here, and then that the reservoir, there's the English name, the reservoir. Clutch fluid reservoir, yeah, there's the name. So this is the holder for it, so I'm just gonna grind that clean and weld it onto there. So I played back the footage and I've noticed that I haven't shown you guys like the entire process, but I'll just explain to you as I go along. So this is now completed here. We sanded this down here. I'll explain to you now why in a bit. This is also done. Over here. And the section is completed. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to apply epoxy primer. So first time I'm using this. Apparently this is for rust protection. It's a 4:1 ratio. This comes with the hardener, epoxy hardener. So It's a two-part thing. I'll just have to read the instructions on how to go about. But I'm gonna apply that first, so on the bare metal. Then I'll do my body full of work. I might do again another layer of epoxy. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how this stuff works. So yeah, apologies for not showing you guys every step of the way, but in future I will. And let me know if you guys like it like this, or do you want like every step by step, step for step, no? Oh yeah. So I just mixed up like 100 ml of epoxy primer. This is the first time using this. Yeah, I'm actually excited to use this. And you know, when I have the gun in my hand, this is my enjoyment, and this is where my passion lies, although. So yeah, I'm just gonna apply some epoxy. I would need to get in there in the arch, but I'm struggling a bit. I'll just get on the other side, apply some there. I'll get up and I'll do the rest. Guys, so primer is now laid. The epoxy primer. I didn't actually want to do this. I actually wanted to do all the welding work first and then epoxy primer all the sections. But unfortunately, I have work to do, so this car's still gonna stay in a while, and I don't want it to rust me. So that's why I did it this way. There's still that welding that needs to be done over there. I found another welding spot that needs to be done. The section here is rotten out. That's over here. I need to still weld the section, the cutter, and the section over here. On the inside, what I showed you guys. Hang on. That section there. That's welded on. So yeah, apparently you can body fuller over this. This is the first time using this, so I'm not really sure. The only reason why I use this is I don't want the car to rust. And they say this is like the best for rust protection. So we'll see if it is like that. I wanted to make this one video, the whole car, but unfortunately, as you guys can see, we already don't know how many minutes in now, over 15 minutes I guess. So I'm gonna have to make this in parts. So yeah, let me know if you guys like the style, please. And do comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.